Why is it important for you to have regular health checkups? Well, the answer is easy for an area politician. It saved his life. Dan Levy joins us here in the studio with that story. Dan, good evening.
Good evening, Mark. Paul Burgdorf has served in the Albany County legislature for the past decade. He survived what he calls a double death sentence simply because he picked up his phone and called the doctor. Paul Burgdorf is 67 years old. He and his wife Jane just celebrated their 44th wedding anniversary, and he's not so sure he would have reached either milestone if not for the colonoscopy he underwent earlier this year.
And the surgeon called me back and said, Paul, I got great news for you and not so great news for you.
The great news, if you can call it that, was that his colon cancer had not metastasized. The not so great news, an aortic aneurysm was detected.
You sit back and you say, maybe my warranty is up. Maybe my time, my horizon on this planet isn't as long as I would like it to be.
Walking around with what he calls a double death sentence, Paul was determined to fight. He's undergone multiple surgeries along with chemotherapy, and he's currently on the road to recovery. But he's also sharing his medical journey on social media. Among the hundreds of comments on his Facebook page are these: "So sorry to hear, Paul. Hope recovery continues and your message heard far and wide. Onward and upward, Paul. Paul, that's quite a story. Many lessons to be learned from it. I've got my colonoscopy in a couple of weeks. And also this one. You're a great champion for practicing preventive health. I applaud you for sharing your personal experience. It is a brave and selfless act."
My message is do your recommended medical screening and make sure that everyone that you love and care about does the same thing, because heaven forbid they could be someone like me who is walking around with 2 death sentences, which has been averted because of a routine medical colonoscopy.
Paul told me he's undergone colonoscopies religiously ever since he turned 50, and he's convinced that if he hadn't had this latest procedure done early, he'd be dead. He has a few more months of chemotherapy ahead, at which time he should know for sure that his road to recovery has led to the ultimate destination sought by each and every cancer patient: remission. Mark?
Dan, thank you, and let's hope, right? And those are good reminders from him as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.